Mussoorie, the queen of hills and the charming old cantonment town of Landor. It is considered one of the most beautiful hill stations of North India. Mussoorie is located in Uttarakhand, which faces Doon Valley and is surrounded by pine and oak trees. It is famous for its lush greenery, scenic spots, and mountains filled with snow in winters. Today, I'll guide you through famous spots and secret corners to cafes with $1 million views, local foods, and everything you need to plan your perfect Mussoorie getaway. And yes, I have added a detailed budget sheet so you know exactly how much this trip might cost. Whether you travel luxury or budget, stay till the end because I have added hidden gems and a complete day wise itinerary that most travelers miss. So, first things first, how do you reach Mussoorie? By road, around 7 to 8 hours drives from Delhi. The best part, mountain roads dotted with Maggie points and roadside cafes, many with breathtaking valley views. By bus, direct buses from Delhi to Mussoorie cost around 1200 to 1600 for the round trip. By air, the nearest airport is Jolly Grant Airport, Dehradun, which is about 60 kilometers away. Flights to Dehradun cost usually around 4000 to 5000 for a round trip. From there, take a shared taxi for about 200 to 300 per head or a local bus around 100 rupees to Mussoorie Library Chowk. By train, trains to Dehradun are roughly for about 2000 rupees for a round trip, then again shared taxis or buses to reach Mussoorie. Talking about intracity travel in Mussoorie, you might rent a scooty which will range from 400 to 1200 per day. They are fun, flexible, and highly recommended since Mussoorie is a traffic prone area. Or you can hire a private taxi which will cost you about 2500 to 3500 for a day or per destination, whose price depends on the destinations. Talking about exploring Landor from Mussoorie, best option is personal car or a rented scooty. Shared taxis exist but are rare, for about 300 to 500 per head. It's recommended to avoid much driving in Landor due to very thin roads over there. Now, let's talk about accommodation. Mussoorie has everything from luxury resorts to backpacker hostels, and you can book any of them as per your budget. If you are willing to book a luxury hotel like JW Marriott or JP Residency Manor, and a lot more which you can choose from. You can book 4-star hotels like Hotel Paradise Mansion, which are slightly expensive but have truly beautiful views, especially for the sunsets. 3-star hotels like Silver Arc Hotel, where I stayed personally, is on a convenient mall road location. Finally, hostels like Zostel, popular with backpackers and digital nomads. There are more such hotels in Mussoorie, and these are some friendly recommendations for you guys. Now, let's skip to the interesting part, famous spots and food. First of all, Mall Road. Mall Road is where it all begins. Street food, games, softies, salad stalls are highly recommended. And even you'll find a movie theater and a Tibetan market. It is considered the shopping hub of Mussoorie and is 2 kilometers long. Next, you can ride the trolley up to Gun Hill, which you'll get from the mall road itself for panoramic Himalayan views, enjoy cafes, and fun games. Third, visit Company Garden and witness artificial waterfall, wax museum, boating rides, haunted house, and shopping, and a lot more. And we arrived to Company Garden. Fourth, head to Landor for slower mountain charm. In Landor, you can visit Landor Bakehouse for fresh pastries and beautiful vibe. Trust me, it's worth it. Next, you can head to Char Dukan for pancakes and bun omelette if you are a non-vegetarian. Lal Tibba, the highest viewpoint in Mussoorie, where you can get telescopic views of Himalayas just like this one. A. Prakash Provision, a legendary homemade cheese and peanut butter jams shop which is very old, which you should definitely try, and I took some peanut butter for myself as well. finally, the most famous Kempty Falls, one of the most popular man-made waterfalls in Mussoorie, and that is the hotspot of Mussoorie. Do check it out. Coming towards less explored gems of Mussoorie. Beyond the main spots, Mussoorie and Landor hide peaceful treasures and they are much more fun than the above spots. First is Shedup Kopling Buddhist Temple and the Lai Hills. This is near Company Garden, which is a great 360-degree viewpoint, often skipped by tourists. It is very peaceful and have a big Buddha statue at the top and a Maggie Point, of course. Okay, so we are heading towards the Lai Hills. And welcome to बुरे हाल हो गए वाओ वो Next, George Everest House. Built during British era and now recently renovated, it have a lot of shops for food and stuff with huge ground where you can sit and is kind of a picnic spot. George Everest Peak. Just a 900-meter trek from George Everest House, and for me, the highlighting fact of Mussoorie trip. You'll find a Maggie Point on the way to the top and highly recommended for the inexperienced trekkers and maybe anyone coming to Mussoorie for sure. Talking about waterfalls, you can also explore Bhatta Falls where you can reach by ropeway and enjoy adventure games, boating and shopping. You can also visit Jharipani Falls and Mossy Falls if you are a nature enthusiast. Cloud End Viewpoint, which is about 30 minutes from Mussoorie, it is a very quiet place and stunning at sunset. Mussoorie Lake, where you should only visit if you have extra time. Talking about Landor, you can walk through Landor's Gol Chakkar, which is a beautiful path with huge trees and best photogenic spot and a must visit. Ruskin Bond's house. However, it's only for you to see it from outside and please don't try to go inside. St. Paul's Church near Cha Dukan, which represents a glimpse into Landor's colonial past. Have an extra day? Drive to Dhanolti. Visit Sakunda Devi Temple, explore the snow adventure zone and enjoy scenic forest roads towards Dhanolti. Time for some pro tips before you go. First, don't completely rely on Google Maps and ask locals for navigation since it often leads to nowhere or take you through risky thin roads to save tiny bit of time. Trust me, I'm telling with experience. Carry light woolens, weather changes quickly. Try local street snacks and shop at Tibetan Market on Mall Road. Best months to visit are March, June and September to November. Highly recommended to have breakfast at Green Restaurant or Madras Cafe on Mall Road. Here's a quick day-wise plan you can screenshot and maybe edit as per your preferences. Here's a quick look at the estimated expenses for a 3 to 4 day trip for one person. Obviously, actual cost varies by dates, group size, and season, but this gives you a real sense of what to expect. And that's your complete Masuri and Landau guide with budget, luxury, hidden spots, and day wise plan. Comment your favorite spot, like and share, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel guides. See you in next adventure. Bye.